What's up, Jabroni Steven here, and welcome back to yet another reaction. Today we're hopping into Scrubs, episode number 18, My Tuscaloosa Heart. What that means, I do not know. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying the series. If you have, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. As always, if you like what I do here, you can head over to Patreon for the fully uncut, unedited reaction for $1. Every episode for this, Malcolm in the Middle, and The Office, you can get for $1 in a bundle called the Sitcom tier over on Patreon. When they drop on YouTube, you get the episode. It's pretty much that simple. $1 gets you into the door. You can watch the full reaction, see what you think, see if you enjoy my reactions. Anything that gets cut out here, you can watch it over there. It's just a lot more talking. Understand that. Yeah, I am under the weather today. I don't feel great. Battling allergies, or I'm sick. I have no idea. And I also took 3 pills that I don't know if I was supposed to take together. An allergy pill, a Dayquil, and something for congestion. Because as you can see, even though my nose isn't stuffed, I feel nasally. We'll see what happens. Hopefully I am able to do this reaction with no problems. But yeah. Last episode was my student episode, which I gave a 7 to, but a lot of people seem to think that episode was better than a 7 because I did laugh and chuckle a lot. But as I mentioned over on Patreon when I was talking to somebody, what made the episode drop from an 8 to a 7 was honestly the ending. I feel that they did not stick the ending very well on that episode. So my opinion, of course, it's a comedy, and comedy is subjective, and actually everything is subjective. It's up to you how you interpret anything. So you enjoyed it, good for you. I enjoyed it. I just didn't think it was better than a 7. But yeah, let's hop in here, have a good time. Yeah, here we go. Like, comment, subscribe. Double JDs.
Make him leave.
Are you bummed out that we have the same name? Oh, don't worry about it, man. I'll tell you what, you're a little bit older than I am, so you were JD first. So how about you'll be JD number 1, and I'll just be JD number 2. Hey, number 2. Number 1. All right.
Nice.
Hey, number 2. Number 1.
I honestly think the best part about working here is the patience.
How you feeling?
I was just asking Nurse Fajita here if you guys get extra points.
Nurse
for asking stupid
Fajita?
questions.
No, sir. I was just trying to assess how you're...
Bambi, don't bother.
What the hell? Fuck this guy.
Sir, if there's anything we can do to make your stay here more comfortable...
You can kiss my man-sized ass.
Will you hold me after? Maybe we shouldn't bother.
Not only are you dating him,
Wow, holding hands. Look at you.
Normally I would never do this, but there are mitigating factors.
Like what?
Well, for starters, you are very hot.
She also reminds me of your ex-wife a lot, and the way she looks and acts.
I'm not going to give away everything, but I will say it involves wine, an amazing dinner, and a safety word we've agreed upon in advance.
Nurses found your stethoscope in the bathroom.
Thank you so much, sir.
This isn't it, sweetheart. I had them leave yours where it was. Let's try to be a little more responsible, shall we?
You know, Dr. Kelso's name is Bob, which is short for Robert, and Robbie is another nickname for Robert.
Oh my God!
Give Mr. Simon 30 milligrams of MS Cotton. I don't understand why I have to come with you.
Because, Bambi, you're kind of like a doctor.
No.
She
Maybe he
stole
left
your
in one of the girls' bathrooms.
What? Hey! Hey, is that my stethoscope?
This is mine.
Oh, I'm sorry, but it's important. It's very important.
So thank you so much for giving me a ride to pick up my new dresser.
Wow, are you shitting me right
But I
now?
like doing them for you, that's a fact. In fact, the matter is you could pretty much bounce a damn quarter off my butt, you know, if you wanted to.
What is happening here?
Don't have any change.
Oh my God, this is so much. You said you wouldn't do this.
Getting your dresser up on the roof here.
Guess who's coming?
Sweet ride. You got seatbelts back here?
No.
It's not for her.
The hell is this crap?
It's Dr. Kelso. Mr. Sloan dropped the tape off.
You're pretty weird.
Stop doing that.
You stop doing that.
They're like kids.
Ah, Mr. Simon's room.
Well, I'm guessing not heaven. He died.
Hey, number 2. Hey, number 1, what happened?
Bambi, he had terminal metastatic colon cancer. He went into respiratory arrest and passed away.
I missed you tonight. Don't get me wrong, I went ahead with the date on my own. But it would've been
Oh,
almost as fun if
shit.
you were here. I wish you were here.
You know, you should lock your door. There's horrible people out there.
What the fuck?
There's horrible people right in here.
Maybe you forgot how this works. See, when I say that hi, honey thing, you take your pants off.
I'm seeing someone right now who, by the way, is great. And yet
You're gonna ruin
there's
it.
this other woman who I cannot get out of my head. She's totally unavailable, which may be why I can't get her out of my head.
Don't do this, Cox.
I hate you too, honey.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Holy son of a cracker!
No, maybe in the morning before work.
Just thought I'd talk to you guys.
He's having some issues, man.
JD, when you were a kid, did you used to walk into your parents' room in the middle of the night?
Mommy, are you and Daddy playing wheelbarrow?
Son, you go back to bed. I'm fixing Mommy's back.
Tell me about
No, you did it. You
The most important
suck.
is where you can lie back, let everything go,
Man,
and
were they
finally just
Were they exclusive?
sleep.
I don't know if that's even a thing. You are sleeping with the other girl. It should be a respect thing. You don't sleep with somebody
not?
else, man. Unless you tell them that you're going to. That's open.
Okay, so you got a good 8-9 minutes of sleep last night. Okay, listen, I know we have the same name, and I feel very bad about that, but I can't spend every second of my day playing this game with
No,
you.
stop.
I'm
Don't
sorry.
be. No, what are you doing?
But from now on, if you want, sister, you're gonna be getting the whole shebang. Cause I'm all in, baby.
Bring it. Bow, bow.
Yeah, you come here.
No. Cox, you should tell her first.
Bunny's a baby blue.
Before we begin, do you have any last words?
I'm okay.
That was terrible. Can I have a do-over?
I've been sort of
Well.
doubting my performance, and it would be really helpful if we could just all talk about it.
Break you down? Yeah, they're like, we ain't got time for that bullshit. We
Bottom
got stuff
line,
to
Dr.
do.
Kelso isn't looking to do me any favors.
Be nice.
Hey, I just wanted to thank you again for helping me move that dresser last night.
Oh, sure, no problem. See ya.
Oh my God, Cox. Oh, no.
That's why you blew me off?
Oh, I should leave.
But I'm not
Moving
going.
furniture with that nurse you have a crush on. That's
Oh.
100%?
No. The 100% actually came well after that. Look, her boyfriend was there the entire time. Would you please tell her what I said to you right before you left this morning?
Left where?
Ah, you fucking moron. You absolute
You're unbelievable.
idiot.
I always turn to the person I trust the most. Because I know when he looks me in the eye and says I didn't do anything wrong, I'll actually believe it.
You killed him.
You know, looks like you screwed the pooch there, Tinkerbell.
But I didn't
Oh.
over-medicate him.
Of course you didn't. I always check your orders after you make them. But if you're wondering whether or not you treated Mr. Simon differently because he's a complete jerk, well, I think you know the answer to that one already, don't you?
It's barely misting out.
It's my hair. If it even gets damp, it frizzes out and becomes wildly unmanageable.
What is that?
It was a joke. Look at no.
Hey, number one. How you doing, man? I guess there's good and bad in all of us.
Woke up this morning, but it's true.
Cheers.
I love you.
Just gonna watch porn. Well, that was episode number 18. I very much enjoyed that episode. I would honestly probably give that episode an 8, a strong 8. I think it was funny, charming. We got some real happening in here, like always with the show, which is something I really appreciate about the show, is how it brings like the real of what it is to be in a hospital or be a doctor and stuff, and I really like that. So we got first introduced to this guy who is mentally challenged, and JD, is there for him. Does this whole number 2, number 1 thing, very sweet, and he enjoys it.
Okay,
And
Mr.
he
Simon.
is just talking about how much he loves patients. They're the best part, and then he gets introduced to this really mean, jerky old man. who, no matter what JD does, can't make this guy not be a dick. And then throughout the episode, you got the number one, the number two thing happening, and JD's kind of embracing it and kind of having fun with it and enjoying it. Then probably both stories were kind of meaningful. Then we have Cox here with the whole situation with her. I forgot what her name is, but where she seems like she is perfect for him. Look, he's holding her hand. He's being a lovey-dovey with her and in public, which is crazy. Not something you would expect him to do. And things are looking like they're going to be good. All right, then we have the thing here where one of the patients says that they know Kelso, that he used to be a singer. And then Elliot kind of becomes obsessed with it and starts to just look up music for him, and all this stuff. Then we hop back over here, JD again, jerky patient. He doesn't want anything to do with him. And then we have this. Again, she's perfect for him. And then he bails on her and he says he has something very important to do. And the very important thing is helping Carla move a dresser. Of course, he didn't know what was going to happen next. But I'm kind of shocked. He said he would not make a move on Carla until her and Turk broke up. But he's like, man, he is trying really hard. I mean, to be close to her. I mean, he thought he was going to do this alone. I mean, he is kind of being he's been like a really good friend, but I don't know. His intentions aren't, I don't know how pure they are. Nonetheless, Carla invited Turk to help. Of course, it's a dresser. Who would go by themselves? And I don't know how strong Carla is. Turk shows up. They go together. And yeah, fun times. Then we got Elliot listening to the music. Kelso's music. We got JD wanting to avoid the mean patient. And then it turns out he died, which then becomes this thing with JD, which jumps into how much, when somebody dies, the question is, hey, was it your fault? And as a doctor, I guess he 100% believing, since he treated that guy differently, is it his fault that he died? Then we got this situation here, right? So the ex-wife just walks in, and I guess they have some type, because Cox has always been very by himself. But yeah, he's the ex-wife walks in and essentially just comes for to have sex, and Cox pours his heart and how he feels a little bit about how he's his feelings about he's in love with one girl, but he's dating another one that he really likes, and this whole situation. And he has no control because ultimately he sleeps with his ex-wife, even though he's in what I thought was a relationship with the other girl. And yeah, that's messed up. Okay, we have more of this stuff, which is fine. The music stuff is fine. The creepy stuff with JD walking into the wheelbarrow thing. Oh man, that's funny. Everybody's trying to tell JD it's not your fault. I mean, he had a cancer, and it was gonna happen. We hop over to Kelso. Then Kelso expressing and talking to the ex-wife. And this entire time, I'm like, no, don't do it, man. This is messed up. I don't know if they were if him and the other girl were in a serious relationship, but when you're sleeping with one person, unless both parties know, you should not probably sleep with somebody else. JD's gonna be questioned about when somebody dies, make sure he did everything. And then this is JD decides to be a mean doctor to the guy that keeps going, hello, number 2. And because he's just so nervous, he's so upset with himself, he does that. And I'm glad that he kind of redeemed himself later. We have this thing. Ox says he's ready to go all in. He hasn't been fully invested, but now he is. And as soon as he did it, I was like, no, bro, you have to say the other thing first, because if it comes out, it's even worse. Music situation. JD, they find, he was not at fault at what happened. And then Cox finds the ex-wife and the girlfriend, or the new girl, next to each other talking. Then Carla comes over and says, thank you. She figures out that's what you did that was so important. Oh, crushing on the nurse thing. I mean, it's just a bunch of, holy shit, this is bad for you. And then he decides to say, no, I care about you. And then he looks at the ex-wife and says, tell her what I told you this morning. Which is just a bad look, brother. Kelso says that's not him on the phone, on the radio, or set, whatever. Then we have Kelso saying, yeah, you messed up because you treated him differently. Essentially telling JD, you know, it's easy to treat the good ones, but it's the bad ones, the people that have done bad stuff that's hard to treat, or the people that are jerks, or people that, you know, should not be treated, you know, or that you wouldn't treat if it wasn't your job, kind of situation. And it kind of opens up JD's mind. I don't know what he was doing with the raincoat. Like, he went over the top. I thought there was a reason for it, but there wasn't. Then Cox again, jumping back into the ex-wife. He knows it's wrong. He knows it's bad, but he just, like he said, he self-sabotages everything about him. It's sad. We see JD make up with the one guy. We see that Kelso was the one that was singing on the song, on the radio, on the cassette, and the wife calls. The wife was Bunny, but now the wife is a straight up, like, just nag, which explains why Kelso is so upset all the time. And then the sad moment here is where Cox is just looking for some ounce of pleasure, and he's just gonna watch porn. And earlier we had the whole thing where he didn't want his ex-wife to leave and wanted her to stay with him for a little bit. Very sad. Cox is a very sad character. I love him. I think he's hilarious and everything, but if you really go deep, like, dig, he's a very sad character. All right, well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's my reaction. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Head over to Patreon for the full, uncut, unedited reaction. You get episodes early if you want them. If you don't, perfectly fine. But I'm going to get out of here, and I'm going to talk to you guys later.